In three,
Rum and
two.
Coke.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the King of Anime podcast channel. Finally, we are allowed to stream here. Our channel has not been taken down as of yet. We also can stream to it. It doesn't have we're not barred from streaming there. Here, I should say. So, it's finally here. King of Anime podcast. Summer 2022 season on the official KOA channel.
It only took 50 years, but we finally did it.
Yep, we're here. We got here.
I don't like it here. I want to go back home.
Satsuki, we have.
Why do you want to go back?
The other one had like a pool and playground and all of that. I don't like it here.
What?
Oh, come on. There's a swing set over there.
And then we have like that one neighbor who keeps peering at me through his window at night.
Oh, that's not the neighbor.
That's a little creepy. Oh.
That's your roommate.
I was gonna say that's C.
Oh my God.
Well, I guess that's normal.
Oh wow, you can add like stream markers while you're streaming. What's that like? Oh,
Add a stream marker called P.
that's pretty cool, I guess, that you can add a stream marker. I don't know what happens. Unable to add. Okay. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's good to know. I'm going to keep that in mind, that there's a stream marker, so I can just hit the marker, and after we're done, we can move on to the next topic. And people can, catch the marker, after the stream. I don't have to write it down.
You hear that? Yeah.
Oh, all right.
It smells like less work to do.
Yep. You know what they say, with the lights out, it's as dangerous.
Who said that?
I thought they always said, with less work becomes more twerk.
I don't know what we're talking about.
Decrepit Storm says, I'm glad the show's finally moved over because I'm not sure I'll ever watch C's channel again after the abomination last week. Honestly, had me in the first half, not gonna lie.
Business decisions.
That was too funny. It's like, so guys, guess what I have? Just fucking do it.
Sean says, so it worked this time. Yep, it worked.
We're not kicked off yet.
Except for Satsuki's mic. Satsuki had a little bit of a problem with the microphone this week.
What are you talking about? Nothing happened.
Never mind, nothing happened. Co-hosts, how you doing this week?
I'm doing pretty good. I, for the first time since its release, watched Devil is a Part-Timer, the first season, and I'll have thoughts about it later in the show. And I also started reading One Punch Man, and that, I love the first season of One Punch Man. I could watch that 100 times out of 100, but the manga's really good. Like, I just love the way that it looks. And I'm having a good time. Also, we need to make Hero W6 a moderator on this channel.
I just did.
Oh, perfect.
Yep.
Yo. My boy. You know what I'm saying? I don't got really nothing to say. Yeah. I got stuff to do after this podcast. Like I'm procrastinating. But I am getting back into the video stuff. I'm actually doing like YouTuber stuff, making thumbnails, writing, planning videos. It feels like 2018 all over again. So
feels like the first time.
I must admit, Sasuke, you are doing some good work. I won't spoil it for no one, but I think this next video of yours is going to be an all-timer.
Thank you. Usually the Kakaguri videos do well.
Yeah.
So I am expecting good things from it.
I feel like Kakegurui is a very easy anime to make videos on too. It's like when I made that like bajillion hour long video on Kakegurui, where I literally talked about everything that was released at the time, I had fun. Usually for those big videos, I don't have fun, but I did.
Well, yeah, and it's also one of those things to where it has a fan base, but there isn't a lot of YouTube content on it. At least positive. I'm not naming no names, but there's a big YouTuber who talked about it, and they had negative stuff
Yeah,
to say
fuck
about
you,
it.
Jeff.
Yeah, fuck you,
Jeff.
Jeff. And
Jeff.
it's but besides those videos, there aren't really like big videos on the series other than maybe like animated video, stuff like that. But yeah, so it's one of those things that it would probably be easy to get into, easy for people to like you. I mean, people just want others to talk about the series. Nobody does reviews on it, chapter to chapter, anything like that. So it's a pretty open market.
That asshole stole my burrito.
You know who we haven't talked shit about in a while?
Who?
Sean?
No, not Sean. We were done with him. I'm talking about Arcada.
Oh, we gotta get
Remember
him on the
that?
podcast.
We've been trying to get him on for 4 years.
When is he gonna be on?
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I think since we're watching Trigun this season, I think I can get a special guest. I think I can get one. It could be next week, but definitely while we're watching Trigun, I think I can get a special guest.
Oh shit!
I think I can. Which is a great.
Like, is this a real person or someone you made?
It's a real person. Their name is Bob Samurai.
Oh,
I've heard of
Okay.
that guy.
I think I can do it. He's been an anime content creator for over a decade.
I wonder if that one video, Sasuke, that you commented on Arcada's. I wonder if he ever read that.
Man, it's possible, but if he's anything like me, and I'm not a big YouTuber, I kind of like see comments and just like not, and maybe I'll heart it or something, and I just kind of don't respond. So, if by now, obviously he would have forgotten.
I just loved how that comment got like, I swear it got like 50 likes, and people were
something like
just
that.
like, "Ooh, he's gonna be on the show."
Even though nobody knows who these people are.
I know no one knows who we were. Still
They're
don't.
just like, fuck it. Yeah, let's see it. Whoever the fuck these people are.
It's gonna be real awkward whenever we meet him in person one of these days.
It's not going to be awkward for me. I'm just going to be like, "Hey, yo, bitch, why you enjoying?" And then he's just going to be like, I was busy. I'm like, "Oh, damn, I understand."
And then you
Sorry.
guys gonna hug it out.
hmm
It's been going.
Oh
going through a
man.
rough patch,
Oh,
man.
that was something to talk about. I seen. I didn't go because I was broke, but I saw a lot of people have fun at DreamCon. That looked so fun. And I seen DreamCon. It was in Dallas this time around. Anime convention. But yeah, it looked great. I saw a lot of online friends meet up. Well, I didn't see it, but I saw them take pictures. Of course, like a lot of them, it was their first time meeting. That's definitely something that KOA. I won't even say it's probably going to do. I'll say it will happen.
Most likely.
in the near future. So, yeah, that'll be a fun thing to do. But, the takeaway I got from it is that I'm walking away with a cosplay woman at one of these conventions. It's happening.
Are you,
Book
are
it.
you gonna, are you gonna walk away with that one that looks like she was dressed as Kill la Kill. I saw that picture you posted.
Yeah, the Ryuko one. Oh my
Yep.
goodness, she was
built.
gorgeous.
Woohoo!
Yeah,
Listen, ladies,
her body was wow.
She works out.
Yeah. Yeah, and I seen a good one. Someone, it was another woman who did like a Sasuke cosplay. That was great. Oh,
Better watch out, ladies.
I don't know. It's nothing. It's nothing to watch out for.
So next DreamCon, expect a KOA maybe.
Yeah, just bring your best cosplays. Preferably as Death. I feel like Makimo would be played out by then.
Bro, you realize
I'd probably think of some other.
You realize if this podcast ever catches fire, like in a big way, you're gonna never stop receiving DMs. You realize that, right?
About what?
Just girls in cosplays.
Is that supposed to be a bad? I don't think that's a bad thing.
I'm just saying, you sealed your fate.
Have you seen this guy's Twitter?
If I locked up a cosplay woman and we actually liked each other and we started dating, my DMs are probably going to be locked, at least for other women. So it wouldn't even matter by then. So fire away. Fire away. Decrepit
Storm says, summer looking pretty good so far. Enjoying Ruby, Devil is a Part-Timer, and other shows like Shadow's House so far. Pretty cool. Heard Shadow's House is doing pretty nice. And then he says, it's definitely better than last summer with Sunny Boy and Remake Our Live, Time Travel, and Lolly Show.
100%.
See, trying to be hip. Like EA already mentioned.
Oh, fuck. I remember that too.
Oh, man. Worst moment.
Like a titty.
Worst moment ever.
Don't you bring it back.
URW6 says Bob Samurai is the real thing. Yep, he's still kicking. Still doing really awesome videos. He's a great guy too. He helped me out with a couple personal stuff.
Is he also a samurai?
Yeah, I believe it's confirmed he is a samurai, yes.
Damn. Well, so much for my sneak attack plan.
Light Roller says, can't wait to meet up with Satsuki. Response, Satsuki?
Not happening. At least not of my own volition. I suspect that Light Ruler's already stalking me though, so he's probably already met me without me meeting him.
Damn. Forgot to play the music. Sounded very hollow.
Hello?
Holographic.
Hello. Special guest holographic?
Ben, why am I on this podcast?
You sound just like him.
I mean, I think I got his inflections nailed down. It's basically just, oh my god, she's so hot.
Hello.
Oh, please squish me.
Hello. If you're listening to this, I do not condone anything that's being said.
To be fair, Ellie can do it way better. Fish.
I could do an LE. Hey there, guys! It's me, LE Lightning Eagle. Join the Lightning Brigade, and also remember to.
It's pretty good. Decrepit Storm says, marketing my calendar already. Also, I still stand by what I said about Remake Our Life when it was airing. The author actually time traveled himself. He was the one who came up with all the tropes in the first place.
Oh, God.
Yeah, maybe so.
Maybe.
Well, guys, want to get into some viewer questions?
Oh,
yeah!
So fucking ready.
All right, give me a second. Oh shit! Typing's hard. Apparently, typing's hard.
I like the new background, by the way. It's got a red, hellish summer feel to it.
Yeah, so that's the original Demon Slayer podcast background. This is viewer questions. So, there's a Google Doc down in the description below if you don't already know, where you can just go down there, type in some questions, submit it, and we'll read it live on KOA. And you can also chime in the chat as well if you want to. $500 donations will read your comment.
Okay, yeah, that's a fair. Fair trade off.
Yeah. First question. Best waifu. That's it.
Currently it's Fubuki. Just because
Oh,
I'm
wow.
reading One Punch Man.
Fubuki is
I
nice.
mean, as far as looks go, she's gorgeous. But I don't know, she needs to kind of get over herself. I'm not as strong as my sister. She's always that. It's like, have more confidence in yourself. There's nothing sexier than confidence. Come on. Be confident. And I also love those drawn pictures of her when she's all wet and stuff.
All right.
No, he's right.
Oh my god.
But yeah, but piggybacking off of the Fubuki thing, she's actually a great character. Like, aside from all like the horny stuff, I'm being genuine. I won't get into like all the good parts of her character because I don't think you've gotten to everything yet. But
Yeah.
People kind of ignore her character and they just put her in a bubble of, oh, you like her because she's a fan service character, which she isn't. But I understand why she's thought of that way because she is featured probably the most in these covers because Yusuke Murata loves drawing for Fubuki. I think he said himself that he's an ass man, and Fubuki has assets. So
Amazing.
Listen, I'm not gonna deny that Fubuki's great. Probably one of my favorite characters in One Piece.
What?
But y'all down bad.
You said One Piece.
Or
Kick
One
him off
Piece.
the podcast.
One Punch Man. Well, she was
That's
in One
it.
Piece. It would still
Fucking-
kind of fit.
Day one in this new channel. You'd say she's in One Piece.
Decrepit Storm says the background glow up. I appreciate it. I tried my best.
Ah, yeah, you like that, huh? You like that? Donate.
Decrepit Storm also says, speaking of $500 donations, are you gonna set up a Streamlabs? I can do that now.
Yeah.
I did that last time, and my bank said, "Nuh-uh."
Bank was like, "You're too cheap."
Got a new bank, so I can do that now. So yeah, we'll try to get that set up by next week.
Yeah.
And then
We'll set it. We'll put it towards the KOA fund.
Yeah.
Yeah, we totally won't spend it on like drugs.
Decrepit Storm says, no, EA's got a point.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone loves the Masters and wet swimsuit.
All right. Maybe preaching to the choir on that one. I guess for me, my favorite waifu currently is Kasumi Yoshizawa? Is it Yoshikawa? I can't remember. Kasumi we'll go with Zawa. Yoshizawa from Persona 5 Royale. I'm at the summer. That's one of that's the new girl they added in Persona 5 Royale. She's like she's super athletic. She eats exactly like Goku. Not even joking.
What's her name? Let me type it up.
Kasumi Yoshizawa. You just type in like Persona 5 Kasumi. It's like from Dead or Alive, same sort of naming scheme there.
Zumi. Wait, is she like the one with the red hair?
Yes.
Yes, she is.
Red hair.
I already know who she is.
Yeah, so I'm just at the summer part of Persona 5 Royale, and she's yeah, I like her. That's my pick. Not an anime. Well, it is an anime, but technically she's not in that anime adaptation.
I guess I guess I'm going conventional with this one because if you ask me like who I think looks the best or blah 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 blah, you're going to get different answers depending on how you frame it. So I'm taking this as who would you actually want to date? And I think the best anime character, at least the one that comes to my mind quite easily, is Holo, the Wise Wolf, for many reasons. First, super adorable. Second, super intelligent. And third, she's super flirtatious, and I think like being in a relationship with her would be super fun. I'm not going to go with the answers. People expect me to go with the whole Elsa thing. Maybe even some people think I have a thing for Satsuki or somebody like that. But if you want to be in a real relationship, I think Holo would be the one.
She certainly can drink.
That too. She has a good time. Genuinely, she's a fun person to be around.
Light Ruler says Satsuki the furry.
Yeah, that's Light Ruler. You wouldn't understand anything.
All right. Next question. You and
This is Light Ruler's question. We don't have to read this.
No.
Okay,
we
fuck
gotta
it then.
read it. You and Aqua are both stranded in a desert with no water. The only water you get is from Aqua spitting in a cup. I'm trying to survive. So this is the question still. I'm trying to survive, so I'll gladly drink the water. Who else is with me?
Why did he even write the scenario? He's drinking it regardless of if he's stranded in the desert. He could be quenched, drunk 5 Gatorades prior, and he's still doing that. You're disgusting. You only wrote the scenario to have people agree with you.
I want to say that's not even really a question. That's more of a statement. And then kind of giving a little nudge going, huh? Am I right? Huh?
Yeah. He just doesn't want to be the only person who, he's standing in class, declared his love for Aqua, and he's looking around the classroom to see if anybody is going to join him in it. And you know what? I'm not joining you.
Well, he's in the chat. He says, it's not my question. What the hell?
Yeah, it's Light Ruler's question.
I just imagine that scene from SpongeBob where Squidward's like, come on, I was just kidding. Come on. You know I was just kidding, right?
I love that video.
Followed by
the Krusty Krab pizza. The Krusty Krab pizza. It's for you and me.
Pizza.
Oh man, that episode frustrated me greatly. Oof. Bad memories.
Next question. In the second PowerPoint, C said he was going to confirm his innocence with outside sources and that this would be ready for the next PowerPoint. The third PowerPoint has come and gone. What are these sources? I need answers. Well, I don't really... I mean, the sources technically should never be mentioned, right? You don't reveal your sources as an expert journalist. But what I will reveal is something else entirely. New Sabelina merch. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? You guys in the chat, in the Discord chat here, can't see it, so... But I mean, you've seen it. You know what it is. I'm gonna post it in here anyways. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? and I think you guys are probably in the chat right now. You're going crazy. You're like, oh my god, Sabelina. Well, if you want to, you want to buy that merch, and you're like, where's the link? Well, here's the link. Here it is. I'm just, it's great, right? Click on it. Buy it. You got a sticker in there? Die cut sticker? You have so many stuff that you can buy.
This is the state of KOA. Decrepit Storm in the chat said hashtag boycott CTAT this.
No. That's a really nice sticker. You can buy a mug. You can buy another sticker as well. I don't know why it's $9. That's a lot of money. Either way, you can buy that. That could be yours. You could put that on your wall. You could put that on your forehead. You could drink from that mug. You could drink like Light Roller would. Aqua spit from that Light Roller. Don't you want to buy one?
I don't. Okay.
You know,
yeah, do that.
It almost looks like it says Sarah and then Lena.
Yeah, so that's just to make the hair pop out a little bit more with her gigantic fucking head. Listen, isn't it
the only reason I say that, is, like, you know, there's going to be some people that will probably see this in public, and they'll be like, who's Sarah and who's Lena?
No. And look what she's reading. She's reading One Piece. Isn't that quirky?
Little disgusting to me. Nah, she was reading Hunter. Oh, now we're talking.
Or One Punch Man, or as C likes to call it, One Piece.
Yeah.
You know
That'd
what?
be cool.
You guys, you get it. You guys love Sabelina. I think I'm gonna keep her up on the screen.
Oh my
Put her
god.
right there.
Sweet Jesus.
I'm gonna put her right there. Sabelina.
At least she's covering up the worst show.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
We could use her if we kill something. You know, we just put her in front of the killed show.
That's a good idea. It's not a bad idea. Listen, all I'm saying is you guys in the chat right now and around the world, millions of you watching right now, and the millions.
Millions?
I see a single digit.
Yeah, we can't do math.
You could be owning some Sabelina merch right now, some brand new Sabelina merch. Isn't she great? Don't you just love her?
I mean, I don't think he wants us to answer that, honestly.
Right.
I mean,
like, what? Why is she so excited reading that?
It doesn't matter.
Why do, whenever an anime character... No, not anime character. Why do characters in general, whenever they're reading something, always read the middle of whatever it is? They never, like, read the first page.
It's
right.
fine.
Like, that's my face, like, when I started the Fubuki chapter. That was, like, the first page. When I saw it, I was like, God damn.
He, like I said, he absolutely adores Fubuki and will try to draw. Even if she's not in the chapter, you will notice that you'll still remember her just because she's in the cover so much.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Light Roller says, "Can you draw Sabelina with a Yamai shirt?" No.
Disgusting.
No, I can't.
How do you do that?
That's
Oh.
that's good. That's gonna be a no.
You can draw her decapitating Yamai.
Yeah, no, I'll do that.
Ooh. Hold on now. I might buy that.
Yeah, if you had that in there, I'd buy it. Hell yeah. Anything with the Yamai dead, I'd buy.
You know, I may just think about it. We may get that done. It may be a thing. It's not a bad idea.
Purchase your dead Yamai shirt.
This is like the monkey's paw. It has curled for Light Roller. Monkey. So yeah, buy some Sabelina merch. Is that it for questions? Think so.
Yep.
Well, let's go ahead and get into our first anime of the show, which is actually Made in Abyss Season 2. Episode 2. What'd you guys think about this episode?
I once again thought it was pretty good. It was I liked the whole false sense of like hope and uplifting when it came to let's bring up another balloon and they'll get it. 2 seconds later, a freaking I don't know what they're called, but some monster snatches it up, and they're just like, "Oh!" And then the hopeful music is still playing, and it just made me laugh because it's like that just kind of shows you how deep they are into the abyss and how there's really no turning back. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
so I really like that.
And it also makes you think like how if like we saw how quickly her message was snatched up. What we always wonder in the back of our mind is what's up with Rico's mom? What's up with Liza? Is she alive? Is she dead? Is she messed up somewhere in the abyss? Like what's going on with that? And like the more we see, the more we kind of fear, because the abyss is frightful. Like just the abyss itself. You don't even have to talk about the monsters. Just climbing the abyss again is frightful. And like Reg said at the end of the episode, this is the part of the abyss to where when you try to climb up, you don't regain or you lose your humanity.
Yeah, who would want to go down that far knowing that? Like to me, that's scary within itself. I think I would be a little tempted to like not want to go down. It's like, yeah, I dropped my phone. I'm just gonna let it be down there.
I mean, what if it's an iPhone though? Those cost a life.
That's true, and they still be making payments on it even after I drop it. Shit. Well, gotta give a balloon to throw it down there. I don't know.
We gotta have like a side story of that, like somebody having a story where they're just going down to the abyss because they just dropped something,
and they're just trying to get it the whole time. That'd be kind of funny, yet also scary.
Yeah.
And they pick it up and they drop it again.
Oh, that'd
be the most cruel thing ever.
They pick it up, they go all the way back up, have all these scars and shit. They're like, "Oh, I didn't lose my humanity. I finally got it." Whoops! Shit!
You know, it could happen. It could happen.
Well, this was a creepy episode. So,
yeah.
Not only did we have a mysterious figure who cut the hair from Rico and Anachi, and those two specifically, like nothing. It was weird because nothing really happened to Reg. Even in the drawing, you saw like there was some marking on Nanachi and Rico's pictures, but nothing for Reg. So like they took the hair and then they put it up the ass of some creature,
and they sewed it up, which was even weirder.
And it seems it seems like how they're moving, they understand that Reg can track them, because they're not trying to be secretive. They're doing like sly things, but it seems like they're doing sly things that only
holy
like,
shit. This is how they reboot Sly Cooper?
What?
No, that series is finished and done. Sorry, see.
Pain.
Yeah, I'm sorry you had to hear that, but yeah. But yeah, it seems like they're doing things that like only this group would pick up on, you know. I mean, if you're in this deep of the abyss, you're probably already like really good at what you do, so you know, it makes sense.
They encountered these weird ass creatures that looked like turds.
And then they had eggs that were still like moving. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. That don't look right. I don't know if I would eat that. But I mean, I guess if you're hungry, and I don't know, people eat. You know what it reminded me of? Like, I think they do this in Japan and Korea. They'll still have a fish gasping for air, and it's like all cut up, and then people eat it raw, as it's like moving. It's like, ew, how would you do that? But yeah, it kind of reminded me of that, and I would be freaked out by the fact that it was moving in my mouth.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely creepy. I do like the fact that like Nanachi is always appreciative of the food because if you remember season 1, she has been cooking for herself and she is an absolute terrible cook. So
she cooks poison.
yeah. So anything Rico cooks is like the best thing she's ever eaten.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very, very thankful for the squirmy food.
Oh, Rising is here. Hi, C and EA and Satsuki and chat people. What's up, Rising?
What up, baby?
Hey, Rising.
What's good? So, yeah, what are our thoughts on Stalker person?
Oh, Bill's here too. Former artist of the KOA channel.
I want to say, I don't know. Like, is it just one person? Is it multiple people? It could be a whole group of people. It just, I don't know what to make of it because, first of all, they went in without I guess like security system going off.
Mm-hmm.
It was all like Nanachi and Rico didn't even know that they had hair missing until they found that dead animal with the hair stuffed up his ass, sewed up. and yeah, it's like, what does it all mean? It's very Silence of the Lambs, Texas Chainsaw Massacre weird. And
okay, let me ask you this.
I don't know.
Do you think that person is going to be friendly or an enemy?
I can't. I don't know. I mean, I don't know very many people that take other people's hair and shoved up, dead animals' asses. I can't imagine the person being nice. So I would guess that they are. If they're not evil, then they're definitely weird and psycho.
Okay, I think that's a fair assessment. What do you think of this new location we ended up at?
It was like covered in like bones and blood and all this weird shit. And again, more Texas Chainsaw type stuff. It's just, I don't know. It's really strange. And then they had all these weird creatures in it. And then there was like this mechanical, whatever the fuck, like a host butler looking thing.
Some of the
just
best
a whole
CGI
bunch of weird
in the business too. Got some murder turtle shit going on.
Murder turtles.
But yeah, I don't know what to make of it. It like that thing just looks creepy. It's almost, I don't know. Like it's kind of like a spider, but then it's got a long neck like a giraffe, and then the face looks like something. Do you remember that movie? What was it called? Robots.
Mm-hmm.
I do not.
It looks like something from Robots, where it looks innocent enough, but something tells me it's not. Creepy as hell.
Whoever is like creeping around also took Rico's white whistle. Pershka.
Oh yeah.
So,
did they get it back at the end?
Nope.
I didn't think so. She asked for it. That's what that was.
Yeah. And apparently they said they were doing something with it. So
maybe they're gonna bring Prushka back to life.
She turned into juice.
What is she gonna do? Die?
Seraph, I guess a new viewer or someone I haven't seen in a while says, I can't put my finger on it, but I feel very bad things are going to happen.
No, this is Made Abyss, so Made in Abyss.
Something terrible is going to happen.
Yeah, I haven't really seen many uplifting things happen in the show.
Yeah, pretty much murder, severe bodily harm, trauma, tragedy,
disfigurement,
rinse, repeat, shit jokes.
yeah, shit jokes. Was there a shit joke in this one?
No,
No,
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so.
Well, thank God for that. But yeah, I definitely think this is the calm before the storm. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what's going to happen with Creeper McCreeperton, and then the oh, I think something really bad's going to happen.
Rising says, heading out to avoid spoilers, but lurking. Have a good night, wonderful people. Have a good night, Rising.
Have a good night, Rising. Here's a spoiler. They shit a lot. Bye.
Imagine how terrifying it would be to descend down this abyss with no information. Because I think we forget that Rico, not that we forget, it's just that it doesn't come to our immediate attention all the time that Rico has all this information that her mother left for her. So she already has like a guidebook almost. And it wasn't, her mother wasn't super detailed with everything, but that information could save you greatly, because they look at this big creature when they first get there, and then they're like, yeah, this creature is really fucking aggressive. You don't want to fuck with it. And it's like, oh, all right.
and then there's like exploding lava bubbles that happen everywhere at one point. Like everything's normal, and then just run, just exploding lava.
Yeah, no, the abyss is fucking crazy at this point. Like it's as we're descending into it, it seems to be just getting more just chaotic. Like you just can't guess what's going on, and as well with that, there's like a lot of really cool world building for the abyss building, as the kids would say. Like the creatures we saw in this episode or whatever. But yeah, no. I can't wait to see how this arc progresses, just to see what's going on with the environment.
So how do you guys think the whole thing plays into, or how does like what we saw in the first episode plays into this episode? Because the first episode seemed kind of like a prequel.
Yeah. I definitely think whatever is going to happen next in the current timeline, it's going to show kind of what happened beforehand and what happened to the settlers whenever they first landed on this island. And I don't know. I can't imagine them being alive unless for some reason they found the elixir of life. But I just think maybe we're gonna see what happened to them with their body parts and faces strung up on the wall or something. Like that's the only thing I could think of, is kind of like what happened to these people. This is what happened to them, and this is what's going to happen to our group, our three heroes. That's kind of my guess.
I don't think we have a definitive answer on how aging is in the series, as to like what's the life expectancy, and do people die of old age or anything like that. I mean, I assume they do, but we don't know, because Ozen is 50. We don't know her exact age, but she's 50 plus, and yeah, she doesn't really look it or move like it or anything like that. So yeah, we don't even know anything about like the actual like how the characters age or anything like that. Like we can assume things because they're still human, we know, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see like how like that information plays in with the you said like settlers to describe them. So
yeah, real curious to see what'll befall our heroes and what happened to them as they came onto this land. Oh, we found this absolutely perfectly safe hole in the ground. Nope.
I like the part in this episode where Nanichi calls Reg a doggy.
Yeah, he is
pretty funny.
Yeah, he has a dog name.
Also, that part where Reg
Egg.
Reg couldn't open his eyes when they were crossing that thing or whatever. That was pretty funny as well. That's pretty cute.
I've always wondered when it came to Reg's arms, how fucking long do those things extend out? Because there are moments where he repels down and his arm just goes on for miles.
I think we actually have a number on that, like an actual measurement. Because I'm pretty sure Rico did a lot of experiments on him, and estimated like how long his arms get. So, I mean, that's probably something you could look up on Wikipedia and find.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'll get spoiled. But I also like the sound design of his arms. Whenever they like return back and it does that pew type sound.
That's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
It's a satisfying noise, I think.
It is. Like it stands out, retracts.
It's like the Spider-Man thing, oddly enough.
Oh, the thwip.
Yeah. It's exactly what it's like.
That's what it's called because that's how they draw it in the comic books. Whip.
Whoa, Sarah said still looking like a snack at 50. you said it, not me.
Can't all be
Wanna
that.
know how I got these scars?
All right, cool. Anything else about this episode of Made in Abyss?
I definitely think this is the calm before the storm. I've always liked Made in Abyss's storytelling. It's very slow, but I feel like a lot of things are happening as it's progressing, and there's gonna come a point where it's gonna just boil over, and I expect the worst, only because I can't expect singing and dancing to happen this next round. It's like, welcome to the 7th level, like some Disney Made in Abyss, like we were saying the other day.
Oh,
yep.
Gorsh, Reg.
Wow, Reg, your arms go out far.
Watch out, Reg. He's gonna Gorsh mortar you.
He's gonna stab you in his sleep and take his hair and shove it up some cow's ass.
Oh my god.
I mean, this episode was pretty colorful, so who knows? It could become Disneyland. I don't know. Maybe we will have fun. This is going to be a fun arc. What are you talking about? There's not going to be any suffering or anything like that. We're going to have fun.
Just get on a fucking ride. It's a small world after all.
Going to get on the Ferris wheel. It's going to be cotton candy. It's going to be Squid Games without the murder.
I was going to say Squid Games isn't really wholesome either.
But it's going to have like the Squid Game games in there without the murder or the capitalism or the backstabbing.
Fair enough.
Good old wholesome fun.
All right, cool. QRW6 says Reg is down to 1 extended arm after the movie. Nice attention to detail.
Yeah, they cut his arm, and then immediately after we're like, let's look at his urine. I'm like, you fucking sick fucks.
Bone Druid, best daddy.
I mean, okay, in that situation, I will let that only slide because maybe they were curious about a robot and if it could pee. But that's like the only that is like the only time I'd ever let it slide. Other than that, they always pee.
All right. Speaking of pee, are we going to kill her past this?
Oh, definitely.
This is a pass.
Cool. I'm passing as well. It's a pretty good episode. I enjoyed it. It's going along at a pretty nice pace. So
So
let's now talk about our next show, Trigun, episodes 3 and 4. What'd you guys think about this one?
So we're talking about episodes 3 and 4. So episode 3 was the one with.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
It's gonna sound so stupid, but it's the one with the guns, right? Where everybody had a gun.
Frank.
Oh yeah, and then there was a drunk, and he's
Yeah,
like,
one-
"Hey,
one
buddy, let me go have a drink."
The one set in America.
Yeah. I think I favored that episode over the next episode. I like the whole tragedy of this guy trying to protect the town. He builds guns for everybody. He arms everybody to take out the bandits, and it ends up becoming what drives him into depression when those same guns are used in a bank robbery that kills his wife and child. And then he goes into what he goes through, and then like thinking about that, I'm like, yeah, that's tragic. But then I'm thinking about how like everybody treats him, and I understand it because it's probably been a long time since that incident, and I don't care what people say, sympathy runs thin, especially when you take advantage of it over and over and over. There's only so many times you can go to a bar and go like, I was the hero of this town, blah 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 blah. Drink, free drinks for me. Because a lot of people were just treating him like he was like the scum of the earth. But then I'm thinking like he still did like do what he did. Like at the very least, y'all should just make sure he lands straight. But that's just me. It was cool to see the whole village come together to take down bandits. Like everybody was strapped, from men to women to children, grandmas. Everybody had a gun, so they were all still prepared. And it makes me think: do they clean their guns? Did he also train them all? Because they don't go in depth with all of that. They just say like he builds the guns. He gave them all guns. So I wonder like how far it went.
Yeah, no, that is a good question. I don't know. I would think so, because it would probably be very simple. You make the gun, you go up to the person, and you give them like a quick crash course. It's like playing Fallout New Vegas. Shoot some bottles with your varmint rifle. Well, yeah.
I think it's a post-apocalyptic world, and everybody knows how to shoot. I mean, even a baby. You give a baby a gun, they'll be pretty good at shooting.
That one kid with the pipe, he was ready.
He sure was. That's what I'm saying. You train them young in this world, and they'll be a gunsmith in no time.
As we know from Ruby, a pipe may not just be a pipe. A pipe may also be a 6-shooter.
Yes, right.
Then and then two, okay, I'm looking back to the episode to see everything that happened. The bandit guys, like they thought, I just like how they thought it was about to be sweet, but like, shouldn't the rumors have come down that this town is the town where like there's not just like a sheriff or a lone gunslinger that like handles bandits? Like, shouldn't there be a rumor that this is the town to like take care of that stuff? Look, I know they had the whole reputation of like nothing happens in this town, like they're pacifists, but they also all had guns. Did nobody know this?
Yeah, no, that's right. I feel like that would be a part of it, is don't go to this town unless, you're sure you're tough shit.
Yeah, unless you have a death wish, then, don't go to this town. Even the babies are packing.
And that guy looked like an ugly version of Spike.
He did.
Yeah,
He was
he
really
did.
tall and lengthy.
I like how he did the all right. Matthew
As he
McConaughey
has a
would be proud.
As he has a cigarette in his mouth.
And I like how Meryl's being she's being a tsundere. It's like, that's not Fash. Fash would look like this and act like this. And then Millie just the whole time she's
Meryl?
Millie's supposed to be like the idiot.
And he answered.
Millie's supposed to be like the idiot character almost, or like the comic relief, but she's been right since the very beginning. She's like, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. This is Vash.
She's not even afraid to announce him whenever she sees him. Oh, hi, Vash.
Hello.
Hello.
That is my favorite thing. That's my favorite gag about the show. And it's not even like meant to, well, I guess it is meant to be funny, but it's just, I don't know why it's so funny to me.
I love that in this episode they have that interaction, Millie and Meryl, where she goes, "I feel horrible, Meryl," and Meryl goes, "I should have bought him a box of donuts."
Oh yeah. Why does she think donuts can quell the anger of mass murderers? Like, what kind of donuts does she have? Like, is she like the inventor of like the people who put like cocaine in Coca-Cola? Like, is she putting something in the donuts that like is expected to make them mellow out? Like,
I mean, that is her go-to. She did that in the very first episode, was give the bandits donuts. So I'm guessing, when in doubt, give them donuts.
I have a theory that Vash was a mass murderer, and then he ate Meryl's donuts, and then that like mellowed him out throughout the entire show.
Dude,
I bet he did more than that.
I love that part where it's actually a little bit after that line, like a couple minutes or something like that, or maybe it's immediately after, where they're staking out the place and like Vash is in the trash can and he pops out and he's like, "Countermeasure number 1, take the place as hostage." And Frank's like, "Won't work." Countermeasure 2, send everyone into a mad rage shouting, "Earthquake!" Even worse.
I love that.
Loved it.
And
Just love the voice acting in this show.
and he
You
uses
sounded just like one of the characters.
right, and the vet.
How the hell is he doing that?
Oh my god, Frieza, what the fuck? No, I mean, I love that in like moments after that, he walks out in front of them and to confront them all, and he's got the trash can on his head. He looks like some fucking warrior, some shogun, and they start shooting at him, and he uses the lid of the trash can as like as a way to shield from the bullets.
That was a strong trash can lid. Not even gonna lie.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Oh, Decrepit Storm is like, Vash was really like, "My source is that I made it the F up with the little girl." That's true. That's a great moment.
I just thought of this. I feel like the reason I love Vash is the same reason I love Joseph Joestar. Like, I feel they have like the same thing going for them, and where like they're these super flamboyant gag type of characters, but when they get serious, like the whole tone changes. Like you get serious along with them. It's also why I like a character like Yato from Origami. I love these type of characters. I didn't realize that they sort of follow the same archetype until just now, but I love that goofy but badass archetype more than I thought I did.
Yeah, the whole like they look very much like you can't take them seriously, especially by the way they act. But then once they turn on that serious meter, oh, they become a straight up badass. And yeah, those characters are cool. I agree.
Also, I like the first line in this episode from Frank where he says, "Hey, brother, You sure seem like a mighty prosperous fella, huh?
I mean, he does have a red trench coat in the desert.
It's true.
Do
It's
they
true.
call him upside down hair? Because, is that supposed to represent that his hair is spiked?
I guess. If you
Why not
think
just
about
call
it,
him
yeah.
spiked hair? That's too much effort. Upside down hair. Just
Call him-
spiked hair.
Call him Spike, like another great show from 1999 or 8.
Right, spiky. Spiky hair.
Also,
How
like,
does that guy get entire bottles to his table? Like, who gets entire bottles, like, going to bars every time?
I don't know. That's a
The
lot
drunks.
Well, yeah.
of money.
Those are the ones that say, keep them coming, leave the bottle. And then they just put it on their tab.
Jesus.
I do think it's funny, this art style. It can be so just like slapstick and super comedic sometimes. I like when Frank has like Vash in a hold. It's like, you're coming with me. You got a lot of money. And like Vash turns into like the consistency of like wet noodles. And he's like,
They just flop
"Meryl,
around.
help me."
Yeah, he's getting like tackled and tickled or whatever. He's like, Meryl, help me. Yeah. He just walks away as he's getting literally groped in the middle of the public.
It looked like you had a fun time, though.
Yeah, he did the stereotypical, when you get drunk, you put a tie above your forehead. Where'd he get a fucking tie?
I don't know.
That doesn't go with his costume, does it?
No.
I
He just
also
grab someone's tie.
I like this episode as well because this is the first time that the black cat shows up.
Oh yeah, that cat is always in weird situations, and I just love the dub. Meow. Meow.
Yeah, this dub's awesome. Also, Frank is so good at drinking, he can like get the bottle with his feet.
I mean, that's some fucking talent right there. You have
Yeah.
to really be a drunk or just someone who likes drinking, a drinking connoisseur, to just be like, let me hoe that bottle.
I think you guys are praising. This guy has an issue, and I don't. They put like a positive spin on it by the end of the episode, but I don't think it actually got solved. That's the funny part about it. Like,
You mean he didn't stop drinking?
well, no, he did say he was going to do it, but I just meant like the whole, like, the reason why he was led to this is the loss of his wife and child. That whole, let's face it, it's never going to get repaired. And even though he said like he's not going to drink, who's to say that he's not going to replace that vice with another vice? You know,
Right.
like, it's not like he understood like, well, you know, I had to start another family, or like that happened in the past. I had to get over it. He didn't overcome anything like that. He was just like, no, I'm going to stop drinking. No, that's not the initial issue. That was the way you were coping with it, but you still have that issue. And I don't know if he dealt with it, or maybe it's just
Yeah.
me overthinking things, you know, because it's kind of like one of those things like, just fucking take the cookie and go into the sunlight. But no, I'm not taking a cookie. I want the issue solved.
But Sasuke, it's chocolate chip.
Yeah, it is
Okay, I'll
chocolate
take the
chip.
cookie. I'll take the cookie. Okay.
And then at the end we get the famous line where he's gonna use the gun for world peace. And then that's the end of the
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah,
That's what
he
we all use guns for. Wink, wink.
Yep, that's what he says in this episode. But it was the next episode where he said his absolutely famous line.
So there's oh yeah, that's true. I got him
Yeah.
confused.
No, it's okay. But I remember that though. This world, repeat after me. This world is made of love and peace. And his fingers look like they were fucking broken when it did a freeze frame of that.
To catch up with the chat a little bit, Bill says the world of Trigun is Alabama. Something like that.
That is too funny.
this is just how Alabama looks. It's like this light bulb esque fucking. What the fuck? And then they're like still fucking gunslingers. It's just the idea of Alabama, and this idea of Alabama being like this primitive world. Still,
Oh my god!
it's so funny to me.
Are you
Is Alabama right next to Florida?
Probably, I should probably start laughing, or they're gonna come after me.
Well, what I mean is like here's Florida, here's I forget what's next to one another, Mississippi, and then there's Alabama. You just see nothing but sand. In Vash the Stampede, just going, "Hey, you got any donuts?"
It's just the idea of Alabama being like the only place that has not evolved technology.
Oh my god! I think we need to move on from this. Or we're gonna kill Satsuki.
My God, I was born here in Alabama, and I'm gonna die here.
They're just like, we're not going to fuck an iPhone, we're fuck a car. This is Alabama, bitch. We don't do that. We don't do things this in this state.
We ride ostriches, mutated ostriches.
Decrepit Storm says, I didn't really have any expectations for Trigun, but I'm enjoying it way more than I thought I would. Yeah, it's a fun show.
You've never seen Trigun? Decrepit Storm.
Gotta catch it on Toonami for the real experience.
Oh. Yeah, with all the commercials and Tom going, Trigun will be right back. Coming up next, Cowboy Bebop. Only on Toonami.
Hey, I'm in that show.
It was something I caught by myself. I don't think I watched it on Toonami or anything on TV. It was something I already like got into anime. It was probably around the same time. I watched Inuyasha maybe before or after. So.
Okadachiwa.
Adult Swim showed a lot of those animes late at night. I think that's where I saw it. I mean, it wasn't technically Toonami, it was just Adult Swim when they used to show anime every night. I miss those days, but I digress.
Remember the Adult Swim bumps? Like the little jingles they would have? That show was like a fever dream. Or that channel was like a fever dream, almost. Like oh, go ahead.
Well, he says, I'm sorry I wasn't watching Trigun on Toonami before I was born, EA.
God, how old are you? Making me feel like I'm whatever. I don't think I want to know. First I thought you were a chick, and now you're going to be like 12 or something, and I'm going to be kicking myself.
Bill said, what have I done to Sasuke? That idea. A lot of the times I don't laugh at jokes. I laugh at the concept of jokes. Like how things would be in this like hypothetical situation. And the hypothetical situation of Alabama being like the only state that doesn't do anything to advance technology wise or anything is just so fucking hilarious to me. Because then it's just like every other state you go to, you're seeing like airplanes, people on Instagram, Snapchat, and they're just like, no, this is Alabama.
It's just that you can picture it.
It's so stupid.
We got a super important question here. Sorry, a question. What would happen if Shin accidentally impregnated Lena?
He would be upset.
Wait. Oh. You
Celebrations
said,
would be had, right?
No.
We'd all be happy about that, right?
I mean, I would be congratulating Shin, but You know, I don't know how you'd feel. See,
I feel great.
I don't think so.
you'd be like, shit, and then you'd stab him while he's asleep.
He's gonna be like the murder guy.
Absolutely. Yeah, die. In that weird distorted voice that he did.
Princess.
Right. Let me see if I can find one. This work? Let me see. Die.
Holy shit.
How was that?
Ellie says I would cry. I would be deeply jealous. Him and Kurna would team up to kill Shin. I mean, I wouldn't mind teaming up with Kurna for anything. It's Kurna.
I bet you wouldn't. Whoa. That was a good one, too.
Decrepit Storm says he would make sure that never happens. What do you... I don't know why you guys think I'm just like in love with Sabelina or Saber or Flatalina.
Lena.
Fuck! You know what? I'm gonna...
All of them.
Can't even get your story straight.
Yeah.
No
Okay, Decrepit, I'm glad you're not 12. Thank God.
EA and Decrepit Storm, you guys have like a weird rivalry that's not a rivalry. I don't get it. It's great though. I like it.
Oh, yeah, I don't mean to. Like, it's all because I thought Decrepit Storm was a girl for some reason. I don't know where that came from. It was probably last year with Sunny Boy or something. I don't know.
You know, maybe EA, you could start a new podcast on this channel where you and Decrepit Storm fight each other.
How about I not? And instead I do a podcast called, how many times is Ben going to deny his love for Vladimir?
I don't love
You know what we should do, seriously speaking? We should do like me and you, EA. And whenever we do like the Love Live stuff, we should do it on here.
Okay. The last episode and finish it up here?
We might as well just finish that on my channel.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
But yeah, like going forward, because it's like I don't really care if it stays on my channel. So
yeah. And I got rid of mine on my playlist because freaking Bandai went ahead and struck one of my videos. Pieces of shit.
All right.
Describe a storm. You need to know what. I don't know how old you are. You mentioned some other random place where you thought I said I was a woman. No. Okay, so here's really what the story is. I'll break it down to you since you need to know. I think it was Sunny Boy. Somebody was explaining something to us about the actual meaning of the damn show when we all know the show meant fucking nothing. And then I don't think it was Decrepit Storm. I think it was someone else.
Scarlet Disaster.
Thank you. And they're a girl, right? I think
if they are, I think that explains it because it's just like disaster storm. So
yeah, and
you're in the same frame of mind.
And I think I just got the names switched up because you know how I am with names. I'm bad with names of characters, and so I thought Scarlet Disaster was Decrepit Storm. Hence why I thought you were a girl. Hence why I also thought you were 12. I'm kidding. That's a joke. But yeah, So that's pretty much the whole story, Decrepit Storm. I know. I'm sorry. I acknowledge you as a male, but as far as your age goes, yeah, I have no idea. You're probably like in high school or something.
Did you acknowledge him at as the head of the table?
No, because I kept the table to myself.
Ah, you are the table.
I am the table.
I am the table.
That doesn't sound as menacing as you think. It sounds very
Well, it is a meme.
So
All right, Trigun episode 4. What'd you guys think about this one?
this
one,
was
not as
the
good.
robbery episode.
This
Yeah, it
one
wasn't
was
as good.
Stephanie, who says
Yeah.
"daddy" way too much.
Spoiled
Yeah.
rich girls.
I was like, dang. Who was the director for this episode in terms of the VAing? The way she says "daddy" is like so grating.
Daddy,
Daddy,
daddy.
daddy.
Oh my God, Dad, wake up! You only got shot through the chest. Wake up!
Don't worry. Went clean through the shoulder.
The voice acting is so good. You sound just like them.
Oh,
I have to
oh my God.
mention. Oh,
Oh my God, the best line. The best line is the beginning of this episode, I think, where we're introduced to Stephanie. She's like fighting this dude or whatever, and like going against this dude in poker or whatever. And he leaves and she goes, "Don't give up. I was just starting to have fun." And he goes, "Shooting myself is more fun than this."
Damn. What it means to win at gambling.
Yeah,
I thought that was going to be like a bigger thing, like she was hustling them, but that never became anything. It's
Well,
Yeah.
we went from one addict to another, drinking to a gambling addict. I don't know which one's worse. We're running the gambit.
I mean, she could be in Kakaguri.
She was winning a lot. I will admit that, and she does have the beauty to be in that show.
And she's rich, right?
Yeah, she's
Or maybe
rich.
not anymore.
Yeah.
yeah. Now that her dad's got a hole through him.
Daddy. Just Stephanie, promise me one thing: if I die, don't ever call me daddy again. Okay, daddy.
Daddy.
Can we talk about how that sheriff looks like the most untrustworthy guy
Oh
in
my
the town?
God. Right? He's just like, I will protect. I will protect your daughter. Don't worry. I'll get her back. He's Russian all of a sudden, but it's just Vum.
Vum
I will
already.
get Stephanie back.
We will get the bear machine.
Oh no, not the bear machine.
Yeah, this. Yeah, this episode was like really like majority of it was the whole hostage situation. It was just like you could already see where it's gearing up, because like I said, that guy didn't look trustworthy from the very beginning, so you knew he was going to betray them in some way, shape, or form. He brings in these mercenary guys and they just shoot up the fucking place because that's smart. Like, I understand they had the whole thing of being like loose cannons, but maybe you don't want to shoot the person you're supposed to save in order to get the money. Like they were acting like they were just playing crazy, which I guess you had to be crazy to some degree, but they clearly had some conscious mind of like, okay, we had to do this. Like they weren't that crazy. They're just doing shit to do it. Like, oh, let's fucking shoot up everything.
Yeah.
And yeah. And then Vash is not a good hostage. He was getting kicked around the entire time.
Yeah, he did. He kept getting. It's like, can I just go over it? No! Stop moving! Stomp, stomp, stomp.
They were basically babysitting him. Like, I think they told him to stand in the corner at one point.
I think they did. Think about what you did.
Why is that idiot dancing over there? Can't he hear anything going on? They're shooting at him. What the hell?
Yeah, he did do that. He was like listening to music.
He was listening to Michael Jackson. He was freaking just beating it, and then just all of a sudden, help! Help!
Maybe not beating it would be the wording to use there.
Oh no, he was beating it all right.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't matter if you're wrong or right. Just beat it. Beat it. Just beat it. Beat it.
Beat it. Oh, and then there was that one angry guy whenever not Cheryl's daughter, rich guy's daughter said something. put a gun in their mouth, and he was very unhinged.
Oh,
Like, yeah, I was like, chill out.
Yeah, that dude was like, holy shit, just like, I'm gonna pull the trigger if you say one more word, miss. And then the guy was like, hey, calm down. The pistol's halfway down her throat. Take it out.
yeah. You know, you should keep quiet. You're lucky it wasn't. No, wait. You should keep quiet. Next time, it may be me.
Ew.
Damn,
You're gonna put him in her mouth?
No, he's like
What?
threatening her, like he's telling Stephanie to keep quiet because next time it may be him with the gun. Which
Yeah,
is
that's
crazy. Because that
he's
guy
putting
was
him in
crazy.
his. He's putting him in her mouth.
Oh my god.
Which after hearing the whole reason as to why they're doing it, I'm not saying that they're right. I'm just saying I understand it.
Yeah, completely understand it. Which I think is a cool aspect about this little story we had, though, because it shows that in the world of Trigun, there is just a lot of dog eat dog going on, and there are a lot of people that are radicalized to situations. We've already seen it in previous episodes where they feel they need to act, and because they're being oppressed, and rightfully so. And yeah, they can do like really bad things, right? Like these radicalized people, which I think is what separates them. Like once you take it upon yourself to tie up Stephanie of all people, who probably couldn't hurt a fly, and like have like one of your guys snap on her. Yeah, I can understand the situation, but let's chill out.
But that whole thing was like, in my opinion, why they went after her and not him directly is to show like the unfairness of it. They knew who he loved. It was a calculated attack, and it happened to their family members who, you know, he basically just took over the land and buried them all. So it's one of those dilemmas to where like, are you like, after all these years, are you going to let somebody get away with what they've done? Like, how far are you going to tie their past to them, considering like what he is now? And I don't know if he's a good guy now, but it at the very least, the love for his daughter is genuine. So you can see some humanity in him in that. But I think that's why Vash did what he did. He's not a person that likes violence in any form. So, but I think he understood that this wasn't going to go away just by saying like, okay, guys, hug it out, talk about, no, like they needed to duel. Something needed to be done. And I think he was willing to let one of them get hurt. I mean, one of them did get hurt. So, and if I was that guy, I wouldn't be satisfied with that, honestly. Like, he got a little flesh wound on him. He'll be out for a couple months, maybe. But fuck that. I want blood. Oh, yeah, you can do that too.
just shoot it straight off and be like, now you will never fuck with anyone again.
Okay. Alright.
I'm sorry that went a little dark. I apologize.
That's even more. I was just going to say, like, kill him.
Oh, okay. Murder.
I do think it was funny when Vash first sees Stephanie. He like becomes a worm and he like worms his way over to her.
Yep.
That was pretty funny.
That was funny. Just, hi. I'm Vash the Stampede.
Oh, we also got to talk about shining moment for our girl Meryl, in which we found out that she got an armory of guns, of tiny guns, and I don't know how many bullets these guns hold.
One.
It's like,
it looked like
one. I would say one, because she was like shooting one and then throwing them away. But I've seen other scenes where she's holding the same gun and shooting multiple bullets. So it's weird.
Yeah, I think those are Derringers, and they only have one bullet and she had like 100 of them stashed away in her coat. Not a very, I mean, I guess it's fine, but it's just, you have to keep grabbing for a gun and each time. You're like, boo, oh god, boo, oh shit, boo, 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 boo. Just having to keep shooting.
It's one of those things that just is so cool in a moment. You kind of want to ignore it, but like thinking about it logically, it is a really bad idea because it sounds good if they pat you down and they take away your gun. But you have 100 other guns there. But it's like, but what's the use of having a gun that only shoots one bullet? You would rather have multiple guns that shoot multiple bullets. I would think, because it would be a pain in the ass just to keep switching guns, and then you got to think that's going to weigh you down. And also, if someone pats you down, they should find those weapons.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's like, what are these? They're my jewelry for my purse. No, open up your coat. What the hell is this? Just my derringers. I'm sorry. Okay.
Just find a whole ammunition shop. GTA style.
Ammunition.
Yep.
Welcome to ammunition.
Yeah.
Decrepit Storm says, wait a minute. I know what's going on. C was only talking about this rivalry crap to try and turn me and EA against each other and distract us from trying to expose this nonsense. You know what? That's actually not what happened. I'm not smart enough for that, but I'm going to say that to make myself shit.
You make yourself shit? You should probably wipe.
Yeah.
But now I see the light, Decrepit Storm. We have been blinded by C's planning and scheming. We must now turn our attention to the tactics of the ocean.
Amen.
What does that mean? That's very ominous.
It means, well, first of all, it means you should probably wipe, but also it means that, we coming for you.
Dow says, what do you guys think about shipping Theo in a net?
Who?
From 86. Theato. In a net.
Oh,
your girl in a net.
Laughing Fox. That's Laughing Fox, right? Blondie.
Yeah.
In a net? Why would we ship those two? What the hell?
I don't know. We haven't read the light novel, so this may not be weird for you, but it's weird for us. Hearing those two.
Yeah, I don't know if these characters ever interacted in the anime.
I thought it was Theo and Anju. I mean, I'll ship myself with Anju.
You need to stop shitting yourself.
Yeah, I'm not even running a marathon or anything.
I've seen that picture. It's so gross.
Decrepit Storm says it means take that damn sticker off the screen. What?
Ooh.
You mean the Sabalina merch, which I think every single one of you should check out and buy?
No.
Well,
I like
He activated his noble phantasm. Unlimited links.
I am the bone of my sword.
I am the bone of my sword.
And I have a boner.
Nah, that's probably from... Wait, is this girl of age? Maybe I don't want to say that. Never mind.
Sasuke's resolve said, had a long day, but I'm here.
Welcome.
There's a lot of people long and hard.
Video's fake. Not even a real video.
She makes me long and hard. I would have to agree with that. My name is Dirty and Sleazy Tactics.
I hate everything. I hate you. Why'd you have to stream that shit?
I mean, it was the most... It was a random thing that came to my mind, and it was the most genius thing. I didn't even know you were going to be doing a PowerPoint, and all of a sudden you did it. I'm like, oh, this is too perfect. I have to do it at the same time. And sure enough, it was perfect. Speaking of perfect.
Says, how old is Sabalina? I'm going to say 20. 21. Yeah, 21.
Old enough. There you go.
Oh my god! Don't click that link. It's not it's fake. It's malware. It'll take your identity.
No, the only thing it'll take is your innocence when you realize what C Tactics has done.
I don't know. It's fake. What do you mean? It's so obviously fake. Ridiculous. Listen. At the end of the episode, he says, "This world is made of love and peace." It's great.
You gotta say it with more emphasis.
I don't wanna say it.
He doesn't say it like that.
I don't
World
wanna
is
say it
made
like that.
of
This
love.
world is made.
This world is made.
And peace.
See? Now that is how you do it.
What would happen if Annette is pregnant with Theo's child? What would everyone react to this revelation? Discuss utter disappointment and yeah, pretty much those.
Well, that's coming from a net simp over here. So
Yeah.
yeah.
You got a problem?
She doesn't eat flan. Oh, no, she does eat flan. If Vladilena don't eat it.
I will
She's
show
terrible.
Annette the world. I will give her real eggs.
I can show you the world. I can give you real eggs, yeah.
Gosh, Satsuki.
What?
You'll get her eventually. Gosh. Murder.
I don't need Goofy. It's love advice.
Just get Satsuki, come here and sit on my lap. Let old Goofy tell you how when a woman and a man love each other, they go a lot of yucking around.
I am not that down bad like Kazuya to need advice from Goofy. Although I will say, even though I say that, Goofy does have a significant other, so
Yeah.
maybe he is the guy to listen to.
I think
I've
her
been
name is
married
like
for
Clarabelle.
years. Gosh, Kazuya, you got by going out. Now I'm turning into fucking Tom Hanks.
Oh gosh.
Can't do it. Well,
Mommy.
It's okay, Kazuya. We all know you're a fucking wuss.
he just sees Kazuya as hopeless, so he doesn't have any good advice.
This is usually the part where I chime in and tell you to do a good job, but fuck it. I'm out of here.
you ain't worth it. So I guess we should go ahead and move on to a show called The Devil is a Part-Timer Season 2 Episode 1. Because there's some crazy shit that be going down in this new season that I didn't sign up for. But I had a feeling it would go this way.
EA, unleash.
So, I pretty much waited, like, I think this thing came out back in 2013, 14, somewhere around there. It was a long time ago when it first came out. And I remember, like, there was a lot of people that I knew that were, like, going crazy for this show. Like, everybody was like, dude, you gotta watch this. It's really good. You gotta watch it. So, I don't know. I kind of, like, put it off. And then it had been so long since I had even, like, heard anything about it. I just kind of like, well, it's gonna be another one of those one season shows, so I don't need to see it real fast. But then I decided to watch it because they announced the second season almost a decade after. So I said to myself, all right, I'll go ahead and I'll give this show a watch. And to be quite honest, it's okay at the absolute best. I don't know what everybody was losing their mind over for, but I mean, it's okay. Like, the thing in my mind, the way that I imagined this show to be, was that it was going to be something along the lines of, you know, they're in another world, but it's like a reverse isekai. You know, the devil and all these fighters come to the world. And in order for the devil to get to where he needs to be to dominate the world, he had to take a job. He was still going to be evil and all this other stuff, but you know, it was going to be kind of like that weird kind of comedy type of thing. And I was all for that, but for some reason the devil was like nice, and he didn't even want to take over the world. He was just kind of like, I want to be the best McDonald's manager I could be. And it just kind of took me by surprise. I'm like, okay. But then it had some decent fighting episodes, and that was kind of neat. But then they just kind of stop fighting each other and pay bills. It's just really weird because it's like the show doesn't know what it wants to be. Like, it doesn't know if it wants to be a comedy or some kind of like not shonen, but like an action fantasy type. And then I don't know. I definitely saw all the memes of all the weird like shocked faces that came from this show, and that was kind of cool. It's like, oh, that's where that came from. That's where that came from. But overall, there's some just characters that are just completely useless and just annoying. But I don't know. I just thought that the first season was just mid and just kind of average, to be quite honest. I didn't see what the big deal was. Like, it's almost like it was like the first of its kind to kind of like mix like that comedy and fantasy aspect to it. And then Konosuba did it like better. And, you know, no one's been able to top it.
Yeah,
but
no, I agree that.
Yeah, I Toradora. Why'd you bring up Toradora?
Because Toradora was the rom-com that really set off and inspired a lot of other rom-coms in recent memory.
Yeah. But yeah, I just thought the show was just okay. I didn't think it was like, oh my god, super great that everyone else made it out to be, and I don't know what to think because it kind of ended weird on top of that, and now we have this season to look forward to, and is this made by a different studio?
Yeah.
Yes.
It clearly shows because they look really different.
Yeah, it's by Studio 3 Hertz, which is a pretty good studio, actually, a very well-achieved studio. So I'm glad they got a good studio to do it. But yeah, but their interpretation of what the art is so much different. Like I think it was White Fox did the first season, which of course did the really awful Katakawa show we don't want to talk about. A bunch of other Katakawa shows actually, which I think this is a Katakawa show. So fuck you, Katakawa.
Fuck you back.
I remember that song.
CeeLo Green?
Man.
No. I forget who sings it, but it's that fuck all that shit. It don't mean shit now. Fuck, just that song. I don't know. Maybe no one knows it, but me.
Someone in the chat knows it.
Yeah. The fuck you. I don't want you back.
Yeah. For me, as for my reactions, maybe I have it written down here. Boring episode. It's been 8 years for me, but I was annoyed for a lot of it too. Like the first half of this episode was really annoying. Everyone's screaming, and I'm like, I don't remember it being like this. Like, this is like going back and like playing it's like going back and playing the original Final Fantasy VII on the PS1, thinking, I'm gonna relive all these childhood memories, and you realize you're stuck with a D-pad. It really feels like it's a dated experience. It feels like I've gone back like 5 or 6 years ago, something like that, to shows that wrote a slice of life that are just full of like really annoying, overly colorful, overly cheerful, yelling characters. And I don't remember the first season really being like that. I remember the first season being and maybe it's because I watched the dub, because the dub for the first season is pretty good. It's got a pretty good cast at the very least. I remember being very into Satan or Malsama or whatever you want to call him, and just really all the characters. Really enjoyed all of them, especially over time as they introduced them all. In the first season, it really felt like just really fun. And I do remember there being very annoying elements. So it's not like I'm choosing to forget those. Like, I remember those things. I remember the show pretty well, for a show you watch 8 years ago. But this first episode was like, I don't know. I did not like it. I don't like the new character they introduced already. She had like one line. She was like, "Papa wa Satan," and like they all screamed.
So you hate children?
No, I just hate this one.
You heard it first. C Tactics hates children. Let's stream it. Get it trending.
She also like sort of looks like that girl from MHA, the little girl. I can't remember her.
Oh yeah, the one with the horn.
Yeah.
Harry.
I'm sure she's a better character.
Oh yeah, she's a much better character.
Also, the whole Apple thing, like that reminded me of Hina Matsuri, and I was like, oh, I want to watch Hina Matsuri now. And then I realized we're not watching Hina Matsuri. Then I got sad. Yeah, and like Chisato is still a devil simp. I mean, that was pretty cool. That's yeah. I mean, they talk about folding clothes in a part of this episode for way too long. Yeah, boring episode. I did like the part where they mosaiced the cockroach. That was pretty funny. But yeah, other words, why
did they blur it out?
Care. I don't know, but it was brilliant that they did that.
He's the fucking devil. He should be able to like smash it with no qualm.
It was funny. The blurring mess running at them all. It was nice.
Is it my time?
It's your time.
You're
Drive the floor. Set that baby up.
Oh God. Wait, we gotta play the My Time Triple H music.
All right, it's my time. It's Sasuke time, okay? So, I watched the first season a week ago in anticipation of watching season 2, episode 1. And as Amelia Clark would say, I thought it was going to be the best season ever. And like Aaron thought when he looked across the ocean and he saw how civilization was, I was mighty disappointed. I rewatched it and C used the word dated. I think it's dated, but it's not dated in a way I think you might initially think. Because when you think of dated, you think of jokes just not hitting because it just doesn't fall with the times. I think it's dated in the sense that my brain has matured past laughing at what might have made me laugh when I was, I don't know how old I was, maybe 14, 15 watching the show. Maybe 19, even a little older.
19 when I first saw this show.
I watched it when it first aired. So when did it first air?
2013 or something.
Yeah, 13.
2013. Yeah. I'm not doing math. We don't do math on this podcast.
That's like 10 years ago, so,
Oh, yeah, true. So, yeah, I would have been 16, 15, around that age. And I really enjoyed the show. I think I ended up rating it like something around like an 8 out of 10 or something when I finished it. And I remember like thinking back on the show, thinking like, what are the moments I remember? And it wasn't a lot. And that was kind of a red flag. And then rewatching it, it just kind of confirmed that what EA was saying. This show is average. Some would say mediocre. MJF would say mid. It's mid. I like this show. This is not coming from someone who disliked the show from the beginning. I actually came in here excited to watch this second season. But watching the first season really killed my mood on it. And then seeing the first episode of this season really killed my mood because C's not lying. This is very boring. I watched this with my brother Saturday. We both watched this. None of us laughed. We only laughed when I started making fun of what was happening in an episode. That's the only time we laughed. We didn't laugh at any intended jokes or anything like that. Because the whole cockroach thing was just stupid. Like, you know what this show hinges his comedy on? The fact that we're always going to laugh at the devil being put in these situations. It's like, oh, look, it's the devil working at McDonald's. Oh, look, it's the devil being scared of the cockroach. Oh, look, the devil has to do laundry. It hinges on the jokes being so much on the absurdity of Satan doing these mundane tasks. And it doesn't, it stopped being funny maybe around like the third episode, because that's just how life is for them. So we adjust to that. It would be kind of funny if you actually made him adjust, but you didn't do that. You had like the first episode, they learn the language, he uses his mind control, he uses his powers. But by episode 2, Satan isn't Satan. He is a completely different character with the background of Satan, as in he's not malicious, he's not evil. He is a completely different character that did a 180. This motherfucker was doing a cha-cha slide with his character development.
Oh my god, cha-chas. That's about as dated as this show.
I listened to that recently. You cha-cha with your right. You cha-cha with your left. That's a good song. Well, that's the Mississippi version.
That was middle school time.
Yeah.
I think that's a good way to put it.
Oh, is that Satan?
Is that Satan?
Oh shit, I forgot my voice was on there.
Mouse on
Yes.
What happened?
Yeah, what are they doing to your image? Like, are you happy with this?
First of all, I do not condone whatever is being done with this fucking character on the screen. That is not me. You know, like, I loved the first episode. The first episode, I was like, damn, I'm handsome, I'm sexy, I'm wanting to destroy things. Well, oh hell no. They're gonna go ahead and turn me into a joke. I'm working at McDonald's. I'm sorry, what? Working at McDonald's? Oh, a cockroach? Oh no, let it get me. If I was on the show, I would kill it already. Just with my talons and my pitchfork and everything.
Well, how do you feel about your love interest being a high school girl?
I mean,
yeah, with incredibly large,
She's got really big boobs.
I did see that, and you know what? It is incredibly flattering. But I mean, I'm more into like other demons.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, Death is closest to a demon that I would best do. But I'm more of a scaly type. Anything that got like a tail. You know, that's more my thing.
Okay. That's insightful. Okay, I'll definitely write that down.
Yes. The devil likes scaly thing. And I would never have a kid ever from a apple.
Okay, yeah, that's going to be my next question. Is that really your kid? Is someone going to take you to Murray, or what was the other show, Jerry Springer?
Yeah, something like that. But no, that ain't my kid. And even if it was, one snap of my finger, they're on fire. You know, that's a little tough love from Satan right there.
That is a contraceptive. That's effective.
Oh yes, very effective. But anyway, I have something calling me. I think it's a delicious goulash sandwich. And now I gotta go.
All right, see you, Satan. Probably see you in a couple of years.
Love you, Satan.
Oh yeah, I know. You see, your soul's doing fine here.
It's pending.
Yes, it's on the pending process, and Sasuke, I'll see you in a couple of years.
All right. Keep it warm there for me.
Oh, will do. Later.
Peace. Lightning. I'm not fighting the devil over Esdeath. If the devil wants Esdeath, he very well has Esdeath.
The devil was here?
He was here.
Ah, shit.
Right. He cleared up a lot of rumors and misconceptions and misunderstandings. So,
yeah.
yeah, but I want to finish up my rant because it, like, as I was watching, I was like, yo, I have a lot of issues with this show. Like, I already talked about the whole thing with Mao. I have a problem with, like, his changing character, and I think this extends to the villains too, because there's that one guy, Mitsuki, who was like the final villain of season 1, the angel guy with the blue hair who's working at the fake KFC. He's like they do the same thing. Well, they did the same thing with Lucifer. It's like these guys are actual villains in the fact that they're malicious. They're malicious. Why in the next episode after they're defeated, it's like, oh, they're just fun-loving guys. That they just punks. Like, why are they being treated as if they aren't like murderous fucking scoundrels? Like, why are they treated like, I don't know, like you just put them in a corner, right? That darn fucking Mitsuki about to kill the entire planet Earth. Ah, fuck. Like, why is he being treated like that? It's so odd. Because this show doesn't, like EA said, the show doesn't know what it wants to be, in that, like, it'll be very serious, but then it won't treat the serious moment serious. Because, like, how am I supposed to feel about you treating a character who was threatening the entire world as a gag character the very next episode after he's defeated? Like, now he's fat? What?
Oh my god. I forgot about that guy. And by the way, I knew he was going to be evil the second I saw him in the first season. Because he's got blue hair. No one else has blue hair. But then, but now he's, oh god, I want 10 McDonald's sandwiches and a soda.
Now his whole thing is that he's fat and he is lusting over the manager of the fake McDonald's, which, by the way, people have arguments on Chio and Emilia. No. You have it all wrong, guys. Calm down. It's not the competition is not between those two. It's not between Susanoo either. The Hammer Girl. It's not between her. No.
Oh god.
It is Mayumi Kisaki. Okay? The manager. That's who we should be talking about in these discussions. She's of age. That's already a plus.
Yep.
She's a boss.
She's a boss.
Yep.
And good looking.
Yeah.
Handles her business. No flaws. She's not you may like Emilia, but that whole Tsunade thing, it wears itself thin eventually.
She is very one note, Emilia. I must defeat Satan. Oh, guess what? I won't defeat Satan, but I must defeat Satan.
I'm in love with Satan.
Well, that's where it's gearing up to be, because the baby, let's face it, I have not read any of the light novel. I don't know anything about manga, blah, blah, blah. The baby is going to be used as a plot device to get those two together so they get in a relationship, and then we kind of just accept it. Because, that's where it's going. Like,
I was almost thinking that it was going to be a baby that was made just based on the fight. And it's because the devil picked up the egg and it was her sword. Thus creates the child. It's going to be something stupid like that.
I hate this child.
What did the child ever do to you?
It's annoying. Papa was Satan. Shut up, dumb child.
The baby didn't even do anything yet.
I was to say, the baby was just born. The baby didn't do nothing.
Well, yeah,
you're kind of heartless.
We'll see in the next episode. EA, get your shotgun ready.
My God, I don't think he used it on the baby. It's like for lollies.
I want to say a lolly is different than a baby. The baby is innocent and apparently born from an egg, while a lolly You know, they deserve to get their head twisted off. That's different.
Hinamatsuri's better.
Oh, without question. That's like
Yeah.
to compare Hinamatsuri with this show is very disrespectful to Hinamatsuri. And I know a lot of people are going to think like, damn, Satsuki's being hard on the show. You goddamn right. You got like, yes, I am. Because I just saw the light. That's why I'm being so hard. I did like this show, but man, I can't believe like how blinded I was. I don't know if it was like just Amelia that blinded me. Because I did remember liking Amelia. I don't know what it was. It's just
that's what I'm trying to see. That's what I'm trying to think. Because whenever I seriously, I gave it a honest to God like watch and was just like, why? Why was this show so like hyped back in the day?
Yeah.
Because I mean, you know, there's some shows that don't get enough love, or maybe they're not noticed and they're kind of like underrated. But this show was like everyone that I knew was talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just it doesn't stack up to my memory of it nor how it was rated at the time, because I'm pretty sure this floated around like the score of like an 8 or something like that. I don't think it deserves that score, to be honest, but that is talking about my anime scores, which is already inflated and we don't really respect in the highest regard. But I don't see like this show getting better either, because if we're introducing this baby and it's going in the direction I think is going to be, while there may be some funny moments with Amelia and Mal because they're going to be forced to be together because the baby is calling them Papa, Mama, so they're going to have to handle those responsibilities. There may be some funny scenes with that, but I think the comedy is going to start to slow down. And the comedy wasn't good to begin with. So it's like you get to the serious moments and then it turns into a slice of life. I don't know how good that's going to be. I don't know how good that's going to be. And especially when I'm already looking at the baby, not as a character, but a method for you to get to this place. Like again, the baby is not a character. The baby is here. Like the baby might tie into some lore or something because it's probably like an angel because it has like the white hair. So it might tie into like lore, maybe with Amelia's mother, whatever, blah blah blah. The baby is solely here to get these characters closer together because they can't figure out a way to do it naturally, because it doesn't make sense. Amelia should not like Mao. Even if they had to take care of this child, they should not like each other.
No, not at all. She hasn't showed any interest.
Yeah, like, because it's going to go the route of a romantic thing, but it shouldn't even go to the route of friendship, in my opinion. Because like you can get, I'm not saying like you could just get over like the death of your father, but you can understand that he's changed as a person. But to go to that and go like this romantic route, I feel like, I know I'm judging them on things that haven't happened, but trust me, it's happening. I bet my whole fucking life. I bet my soul. Hollow. I bet my soul. Ah!
Uh-oh. I guess it's gone.
No, he just has my soul hostage. It's good. It's good. I'll get it back.
Okay.
All right, cool. Man, as for my thoughts, I don't really know what to say about this. I'm just gonna have to ask it. Are we killing or passing this?
Wait. Before we answer that, do you think there's a possibility? Because I think this is the only way you can get them in a romantic relationship without it feeling completely fucking forced. Is there a possibility that Amelia's father isn't dead?
I mean,
we never got confirmation on that.
If there is a way that she's alive, that he's alive and not dead, it's never been said, nor has there been any like clue to it. So to be honest, it would be kind of like a cop out at that point, where it'd just be like, just kidding, he's alive. But at the same time, he still kills a lot of people and is the devil. But because her father's alive, bygones be bygones. Let's make out. But I don't know. Maybe hypnotism will make them can make them become a couple.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god, that sounds like some in hentai tag. But I think that's the only thing that could get these characters to like, because even if you throw this child in there and they play the role of mother and father, no, like that he killed your father, allegedly, or at least he was the main culprit in it. You know, he didn't care. I feel like her father has to be alive for this to work.
They could pull a full-on Star Wars and say, "No, Amelia, I am your father."
Oh my god.
Get this man a position at the top of Disney. Hire him.
Yes, sir. Oh.
Gord, I didn't expect to see you here, Mickey. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing fine. I'm just fucking rich.
I've been murdering.
Well, I got money to pay off those lawyers or judges, so yeah.
I'm gonna drink the blood of the damned. I'll be right back. Nice seeing you again, Mickey. Gordon.
Oh, sure thing, Goofy. I'm about to become what's it called? A free property here soon.
I think we're gonna get sued by Disney at some point because we turned these beloved characters, like with Goofy. At first he was giving love advice to Homura exclusively. Then it extended to other characters. Then he became like, I don't know, like some grouchy uncle at Kazuya, and now he's like a Satanist. He's like pure evil. It's a murderer.
I heard, Gorsh, I heard you talking shit about me, Soxy. Don't let me come up there and Gorsh, murder you.
Goofy, it's okay. Here, take some more medicine.
My mother warned me about 3 people, entities, or whatever. Okay, you never mess with the government. You never mess with your mother, of course, and you never mess with Goofy.
She specifically said Goofy?
Yes. She said that man, he just has a look in his eye. And then she just looked into space catatonically, and then I knew Goofy was not the man I wanted to trifle with.
Oh my god.
Well, there you go.
That's some sound advice from your mother.
Yeah.
So, we're killing her passing this shit.
Oh my god, this is first, can I apologize to EA?
Sure.
Oh yeah, sure.
EA, I want to apologize to you. I feel like I had, whether or not like you did it based on this, what I'm about to say, I feel like I had some influence in you picking this show because I was one of the people who was hyping up season 2, and that was based off of the fumes of season 1 and my hype in my adolescent brain. And looking at it as a grown man, I should have never hyped up this season 2. We should have never anticipated it. If we have an opening to replace this with Kakaguri Twin, or
I told you. I said Kakaguri Twin. You know what you said, Saucy? You said, Gord, fuck you.
No. I said I don't want to pick up another show. Now replace a little trade, a swap. Oh, if we had to choose, if it comes down to Kakaguri Twin or the Devil's a Part-Timer,
Kakaguri.
I mean, but there is a little other show that people have been enjoying called Lycoris Recoil. I'm just a little wink, nod, pay, bribe, suck.
What?
we may want to, I'm not saying nothing. I'm just saying a thing.
Well,
sure, yeah, we
well,
can watch Lycoris Recoil instead of this.
Well, let me first say, it's not your fault, Sasuke. You and so many other people were hyping this show, so it wasn't just you. But I will still accept your apology in that regards. But yeah, it was definitely something that was so hyped, and maybe it's just like you said, when you grow with age, it just kind of becomes not as good as it used to be. Like, you go back, watch those old shows that you used to love, and you're like, why the fuck did I like this?
Man.
But yeah, that's probably what happened with this show.
This has happened to me before, many times actually. This happened to me with Kokoro Connect. I had that show like in my top 10, I feel. And I rewatched it, and there was a lot I didn't like about it. I still think that show holds up. Like there's a lot to enjoy about it. In fact, like, I wouldn't be mad if we actually watched that for Nakama Club one day. But
on Blu-ray.
This show, wow. Yeah. I'm under the impression like they had the actual devil like mind control us watching this shit.
They must have. But now we gotta give our
Decrepit Storm. Shut up. Don't mention that. We don't talk about that.
What did he say?
Decrepit Storm said Recoil sounds interesting, but remember last time Satsuki picked a replacement show, we got Iki Hero. Listen. Motherfucker, listen. I'm putting a finger in your face. Listen. Kabadons. Listen. I picked that show not based on what I saw. I picked that show because a friend of mine was hyping it to all hell, and I realized that friend wasn't trustworthy. His word means as much to me as like C talking about his love for Vladilena, or like his
I don't love
disregard
Vladilena.
for. Well, there you go. So yeah, I made a mistake. This time I'll at least watch the first 2 episodes to see what we're getting ourselves into. I won't make that mistake again.
I'll tell you what. How about we make our decision, and then let's just say if we do come to a decision where we end this show, we'll make it a surprise next week for everybody as to what we're going to be watching.
Sweet sister, sadistic,
Blind
surprise.
That way you can watch those episodes, and if it's worth a damn, then we could watch it too. And I don't know, maybe if there's something else, we could also pick it up. But yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Bro, when does Kakaguri Twin airs? August 4th. Jesus, it's still a long time.
August 4th. Wow, why so late?
Oh no.
We can watch if anything, we could watch. I think Le said Keijo.
What?
Did he? Because that doesn't sound. Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, we can watch Keijo or something.
Just for the time being.
You could pick an anime EA and Nakama Club while we wait for Kakegurui.
Didn't you already pick one though? Which was Trigun?
Trigun. We can pick another one. It's fine. We had 2 season.
C is the only one who didn't pick an actual anime for this season, so if anything, he should pick something.
Oh, I picked Ruby.
Yeah, that is true.
Oh yeah, he did pick Ruby. I forgot we were watching that.
Oh, right, because I didn't see it on the screen. My bad.
Yeah.
But you're right.
Why is Ruby rated lower than A Devil's a Part-Timer?
No, Ruby's pretty good so far. That's weird.
I mean, it's probably all the Ruby fans that are like,
not
as good as the original. You know how they are.
Yeah.
It's so bad. There's no way. I don't know. People are bad.
Well, I guess we should make the votes happen.
I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh my god.
Okay, let's ask this. Do you feel like you could watch another episode of this?
I can watch another episode of it. It's not like it's not bad to the point of like, oh, it's unbearable, I can't watch or anything like that. It's just I have a lot, like I see a lot of red flags about it. I'm going like it's going to be one of those shows that I want to watch through regardless of if we drop it on the show or not. I'm giving it a courtesy pass. I think that's my ultimate answer because a lot of what I feel for the show, like my criticisms, are based on speculations. But I'm telling you, I know a lot of it's an opinion. You don't know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen. I didn't read anything. I know what's going to happen. If I'm wrong about what I said, burn me, Satan. I want the actual Satan to burn me right here on the spot if I'm wrong about what I'm saying. And look, and still
promise.
Oh shit.
Hello, Satan.
Yeah.
All right, let me have you sign here, initial here, and one more time here.
Okay.
Okay.
There.
See you in hell.
Haha. See you.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah, Satan's pretty cool. You missed him, EA. I don't know where you went there. Disappeared.
I was turning my head and then I turned back and he's gone. He's like a light.
Crazy.
Very
shit.
in the wind, that guy.
Okay, so you're giving it a courtesy pass?
So early to use this first episode. Wow, this is. How many shows have gotten a courtesy pass from us from the first episode?
I think this may be the first one.
Not Rail Lollies.
Real I was killed in like a minute.
Not a lot of shows have gotten a courtesy pass the first episode. It's happened. I just can't remember them. But I mean, I'm adding The Devil's a Part-Timer season 2 to that list. It's like based on this episode, like really, it's a really bad pilot episode for season 2. It's really bad. They should be ashamed of themselves.
Well, let me think. Based off of how I felt in the first season and by this episode too. I think I'm going to do the same. I'm going to give it a courtesy pass and see what episode 2 does. And if episode 2 is anything like this or worse, then I'm grabbing all the knives to kill it. I'm gonna end it, so I'm gonna give it a courtesy pass.
Understandable.
I'm killing it. I don't want to watch this show.
Yeah. This show is gonna die very quickly if this trend continues. I can already see it.
I just do not care.
Then we can get ourselves a replacement show.
Yeah, the replacement shows sound much better.
We'll get the Boondock.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Get canceled. Ellie said we get canceled for doing that.
Yeah, we certainly would. Like, there's like not a lot of jokes we could talk about on this podcast. We would legit have to replace one of the words with something completely different to get through.
Yeah, we would have to say like candy or sugar.
I can't stand these mother flipping pancakes on this motherfucking candy house.
We can talk about what do we got here? Talk about so like Horus Recoil sounds way better. Can't wait to start that in 2 weeks.
You're already looking forward to it.
I'm gonna start watching. With that being said, though, we've sort of hit the end. So, EA, where can they find you?
You can find me over at the old barn. No, I'm sorry. You can find me over here at Everything Animated. Every Saturday, I have myself my own podcast where I talk about Rent a Girlfriend Season 2. And, speaking of bad shows, that one's pretty bad. I talk about that one with Sea Tactics and Rising Sun Reviews.
Mommy.
Yes, and Mommy is in the episode where she opens the door and doesn't go in, but then I don't know, just weird stuff happens in the show. I don't know what to say. But yeah, you can find me there. Check me out there, and I have a Twitch. I haven't been on in over a year. Who knows? Maybe I'll pick it up and do something. I don't know.
Sad face. No. As for this guy, Sasuke the Savage, you can find me on my channel, Sasuke the Savage. I have some things cooking. A little kakaguru, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of that, a little bit of Watamote, a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh. And I'll put EA on the spot right now. So I'm feeling it. EA. Since we talked about possibly doing a podcast on this channel, how would you feel about Love Live Superstar Season 2?
Love Live Superstar.
Yeah, the one I deemed the worst. How would you feel about talking about that one?
I mean, didn't we kind of already, suffer enough?
I don't know if it's weird. This is Niji Kasaki had so much potential going to season 2. I was so excited, and then it disappointed me.
Yeah.
This season of Love Live Superstar season 2 has the potential to be the worst, but I'm looking at some things, and it might actually be very good. It's the oddest thing ever. I mean, you don't have to do it because I'm probably going to be talking with Perry about Kakaguri Twin.
Mm-hmm.
And I may reserve my time, but I mean it's up to you because then you have to watch the first season and
yeah. I'll definitely think about it.
Yeah, for sure. If you enjoy the first season or if you feel like you want to talk about it, I guess we can link up because I think that's the only thing I want to talk about this season. You can catch me in the fall though. There's going to be some things in the fall I want to talk about.
Fall's looking good.
Yeah. But yeah, Twitch Satsuki the Savage with a DA. Satsuki the Reactor on my YouTube. Twitter Satsuki the Savage with a DA. That's the only thing I want to promote. Love ya.
As for me, today just came out with a video on Erwin Smith on Attack on Titan. That's a pretty successful video so far. Haven't
The
already,
best
go
character.
check that out. Yeah, if
Best
not,
character.
one of the best for sure. As well, maybe another video out this week. I think I probably should. We'll see what happens. Next week though, should have a video on Peak.
Oh, the one doggy style girl.
Okay, all right.
Peaks and valleys.
Mm-hmm.
Working on some other videos though, as well. Stuff on Vinland Saga, which should be nice. Trying stuff out, seeing where things go. The season of experimentation, after all. With that being said, thanks everybody for tuning in this week. We'll see you in the next week. Bye.
Done.
Later.